everybody. How are you doing? I wanted to hop on here first and foremost just to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for 5 years on this YouTube channel. I'm sure some of you have been here from the gritty beginning. I literally cringe looking back at some of my old videos. Oh my God, there are some really rough, tough watches, let's just say. It's a crazy phenomenon to like grow up on the internet. Most importantly, I'm just very grateful that you guys have stuck around to watch me for this long. Kind of can't believe it sometimes. Can't believe that this is like my actual job. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Could not do it without you. All right, ciao for now. See you in the next one. Oh, I'm just kidding. I put out a little call to action where I said I would do a little check-in with y'all and just answer your questions candidly. Said you can ask me anything you want, but you could also ask me things about the channel, where it's going, what we're doing, what's happening, the meaning of life. Bring it on. Sophie7162 would love to see Girl Dinners be a series. My question is, now that you are 5 years on this channel, how are you doing? Launching your own was such a big step. Is there anything you wish you had done differently? What are you looking for in the future in this channel? What a great question. Very thoughtful, Sophie. It was a big step to launch my own channel. I did it while I still worked at BuzzFeed full-time. So let's acknowledge the fact that I had a huge leg up on other YouTube creators. I wasn't starting from scratch. I already had a little presence online. Yes, it was a big step, but I got a lot of help from my 7 years at BuzzFeed. Just want to point that out. Is there anything I wish I'd done differently? I can't think of anything I would have done differently. The channel has ebbed and flowed in so many ways, from doing like just tons and tons of viral recipe content, doing stuff with Aria, to, you know, trying to do more straightforward recipes. I've tested a lot of things out, so I can't say I'd do anything differently. I'm really grateful for like the team that I've built at this point. I've got an incredible editor, Alexa Baruch. She edits 2 videos a month. And then I have an awesome agent named Colin who helps bring in brand deals so I can sustain myself on this channel. Those 2 things have, oh my God, he's calling me right now. Colin's calling me. How does he know I'm talking about him? Hello. Hey, I'm back. I had a great chat with Colin. Colin, if you're watching this, always a pleasure. Shout out to Sauce Stash, because Sauce Stash is the one who introduced me to my agent, Colin, who's his agent. I reached out to him and I said, hey, Mark, help. How do I find an agent? And he goes, well, I could just introduce you to mine. Bada boom, bada bang. So huge shout out to Mark. I think a thing actually I would do differently now that I'm thinking about it is I would collaborate with more YouTubers. And Moretta says, congratulations on 5 years. Thank you. What is your all-time favorite video you have ever made? All-time favorite video. Honestly, probably my proudest video, and it wasn't on this channel, but it was the Why I Always Hated My Vagina video. That one went on BuzzFeed Video years ago. I got the most positive feedback and most touching messages. Like that one felt like the most impactful video I made, bar none, for sure. Like was the most vulnerable video I've ever made and probably will ever make. I'm proud of it, for sure. My favorite video on this channel, let me think. Honestly, I have a real soft spot for the Merle's Macabre Menu videos I did with Justin. The one I did with Justin was really fun where we talked about Elizabeth Holmes. I really like the I Ate Like a Vegan Celebrity videos. Those ones are always fun for me because I get so curious about what these people eat. The Travis Barker one was fun. The Pamela Anderson was really good. Like, I like what she eats. You know, cooking with my mom is fun. Those are what popped into my mind. The vegan lobster is a recent one that I really enjoyed because it was so diabolical and like felt reminiscent of my roots here on YouTube. Like all of the crazy things I used to try for BuzzFeed. That's a recent one that stands out to me, even though it was harrowing. I really like the like lifestyle challenges, like walking 10,000 steps. I have another one where I'm going to be doing meditation for a month. That's going to be coming out soon. I'm filming my journey through the artist way right now. I love those videos. I really like those like self-improvement videos, like the one where I quit drinking for a year or how I finally quit vaping, and then my follow-up video of how I messed up and then I quit again. Like I love those videos. Katie says, thank you for being here for the last 5 years. You're welcome. Thank you for having me. How much time on average do you spend working on this channel? Is this channel your only job? Blue Skyline 3. Yes, this channel is my job. It's my full-time job. Thanks to you. And I do not take it for granted. Trust you me. Thank you for watching and allowing me to do this. It is a dream. I mean, it is. I'm a lucky girl and I appreciate it. And I love hanging out with y'all, and I actually love making these videos. I find it very fun. How much time on average do you spend working? Try to shoot at least 2 videos a week. And then I edit right now, as of 2 months ago, I edit 2 of those videos every month. I'm excited to have a little more free time now that I'm outsourcing more to my wonderful editor. Editing a video depends on the video, usually around 2 to 3 days. I can do them in 1 day if it's something really snappy. Like this one will probably take me a couple hours. Maybe you've already shared this, but it would be cool to hear about your favorite restaurants that are vegan or have vegan options in LA, or places in general that you recommend for people visiting LA. And congrats on 5 years. Thank you, Maxine3842. Crossroads Kitchen is my favorite. I go there for my birthday almost every year. I love that place. It's upscale, delicious. They've got pizza. Everything there is just absolutely delicious. Land Noodle. I love Land Noodle. Hand-ripped noodles and soup are like, it's like my life force right there. And I get their vegetable noodle soup with the hand-ripped noodles. Delicious, spicy. I love ramen, so I usually will get the spicy creamy vegan from Jinya Ramen. I don't go out to eat very often. Yeah, shocking, I know. It's because I cook for a living, and I honestly don't think I can, for the most part, I don't want to spend the money when I know how to cook, and I like what I cook, and I cook for a living. So I always have leftovers, and I know what I want. Merle, my girl, you crack me up every time. Love your channel. Thanks, Joanne. Congratulations on 5 years. Keep up the great videos. Thanks, Barbara. I read that as Barbara Streisand. Barbara Sands. Adnil Raki. Congratulations. I'm so glad to have discovered you and your channel a few months ago, and that you have 5 years of videos to explore. They're like a tonic for me. Here's to many more, I hope. Clink. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. I appreciate that. You may have talked about this before, but as a sort of new recent subscriber, have you ever slipped up intentionally or unintentionally? Any words of encouragement for those who have or may in the future? I know it can be a pretty heavy emotional blow to some, so I'd like to hear your thoughts. Keep up the great work on really awesome content. PJ Elroy. Okay, so these types of conversations always get me in trouble, and I have been here long enough that I don't care anymore. Veganism is a lifestyle, right? It's like no animal products anywhere for anything, anytime at all. For me, like, yeah, eating vegan is the priority, right? Like being plant-based is what I call myself now, just to avoid people being upset. I've traveled a lot, and there are times when I've been flexible. If there's something if I'm at a restaurant, I don't even speak the language, and it's as close to vegan as it's possibly gonna ever be, and I need to eat something, or it's a cultural dish that I'm being served and a family is hosting me or something like that. Obviously, I'm not gonna like dive in eating steak or anything like that, but like, you know, I try to be respectful at all given times. And yes, I have slipped up accidentally and not accidentally, and I think that's okay. There's so many people that do not think that's okay, and that's fine. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I make a whole living putting vegan food out there for people and putting recipes out there for people that might not otherwise see them or consider them. So I can sleep at night, and I'm not perfect in any other part of my life, so I don't expect to be perfect here either. And that's just what it is. So that's how I feel about it. My words of advice for you would be focus on the why you want to eat plant-based, or if you want to go vegan. Learn about it, watch documentaries. If animal welfare is the driving force for you, which it is for me, then watch documentaries about that. Earthlings, Dominion, they're tough watches, but they're worth it. Health, find your why, and the more you learn about it, the easier it is to say no to meat and dairy. And if you slip up, either intentionally or unintentionally, give yourself a break. Because if you make yourself feel terrible every single time that happens, you're not gonna even enjoy this at all. If you mess up or you give in to something or whatever on your journey, okay, hop back in the saddle. And if that upsets people, and some people are like, I could never intentionally or unintentionally slip up ever on eating plant-based, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you, but that's not me, and I'm not afraid to say it. Congratulations. Been following you since way back when you first hit the scene. You've always been a star. Body of hope, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for all of your cuddly cuteness. The Sane Hatter, I'm assuming you mean Lucille and or Genevieve. What is your exercise routine? Well, Kira, let me tell you. First thing in the morning, I wake up, I get up, I take Lucille for a 2.5 mile walk minimum. I get coffee, I come back, I do my morning pages. And then I either go to the gym and I do like a 30 to 45 minute workout. I use this app called Shred that actually Aria turned me onto. And it basically acts like a personal trainer for you. It syncs up with my Apple Watch and it knows all my data and everything and my updates, and it curates something for me depending on my goals. You can do them for longer too. You can do like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours if you're a lunatic. Shred for like weight training and building strength and muscle and targeting specific areas, and then walking every day. And I also like to hike a couple times a week. That's my number one. I hike a lot more in the winter, but in the summer less because it's so hot. But yeah, that's what I do. We want to know how your life was before all of this and what were your dreams. Ivy, I think that's how you pronounce your name, but I apologize if I mispronounced it. How was my life before all of this? Before I was on this YouTube channel. I was at BuzzFeed making YouTube videos. Before I was at BuzzFeed making YouTube videos, I was at BuzzFeed making top-down tasty videos for Facebook. And before that, I was an intern at BuzzFeed in New York doing a bunch of random things, printing out giant vagina diagrams for producers. That was my first job. So I was 23 when I started interning at BuzzFeed, and I worked there for 7 years. Now I do this. My life was before that in the middle of nowhere. I grew up in an 1,100 person town, and my whole life I always wanted to act and write. And just now at 32, started around 28, 29, I started to really take that seriously, especially the acting part. But I'm like really in my hustle era right now for acting and writing. It's another reason I've outsourced an editor to help me with stuff, because I really want to pursue those dreams. And there's no time like the present. And I can't justify living in LA otherwise, because my whole family lives on the East Coast and I miss them dearly. And the rent out here is crazy. And it would have been nice if I could buy a house. So if I don't want to be an actor, then I could move somewhere else and do this literally anywhere else. And be close to my mom and my grandpa and my brothers and everything. So right now, acting and writing is the goal. Your girl wants to act and write. So if you know anyone or you are someone who can do that, hire me. I've been a big fan of yours since BuzzFeed, so I've been a lifelong subscriber. Illy, I feel like you either love or hate this question since you spent so much time in the corporate world, but what's your next 5-year goals or plan? Well, Becca Edwards, 6034, good question. And it's pretty much what I just told you, actually. It's hammering home the acting and writing. Being an actor, being paid to act. I would love that. And I would love to keep doing this at the same time, because that's one of the beautiful things about YouTube is like, it's a pretty flexible thing. You can kind of block shoot videos if you need to. Don't get me wrong, it is a lot of work, but I also, if we're talking about the future of this channel in the next 5 years, I also would like to dibble dabble more into lifestyle content and like health challenges, you know, my journey with either not drinking, like right now I'm doing time off drinking again and just seeing how I feel. But I love talking about stuff like that and like debunking wellness things and then encouraging other wellness things. But yeah, in the next 5 years, I'd like to be paid to act. And preferably, I'd also like to just make my own movies. Forever wanting pie. You're the best. Are you still not drinking? Oh my God, how am I predicting these questions before they even land? Did you get your silliness and good humor from your parents? That's very nice of you. My silliness and good humor are probably directly from both of them, yes. Nature and nurture. My dad is very quick-witted and funny. My mom is also hilarious and like super outgoing, bubbly, quick, and just like the kindest human being on the earth. So very happy to have her. The silliness is definitely my mom. She's just a dream and just, again, very kind. And I'm not drinking right now. I decided like 2 weeks ago that in order to like really make my goals come true and do the acting and the writing and getting up early and my exercise and my YouTube channel, all my things I want to do, I just find right now that drinking is not helping that. I also want to save money because I'm, you know, outsourcing, and so drinking is expensive and it's also emotionally expensive. Yeah, it costs me my equilibrium a lot of the time. The anxiety is too much for me. So right now I'm taking a break. I'll let you know how that goes, how long it goes. Maybe I'll just keep going. I don't know. I didn't put a limit on this time because I just want to feel it out. I'm just going with what I feel. Get it, Merltha Stewart. That is crazy. I'm very glad you're here. I think you're funny and wildly entertaining. SD200 man, thank you so much. Honored to be here. I'm in Europe. They have strict regulations for gen-modified crops. They don't want contamination to other fields. It's not grown here. Perfectly fine to eat. So we don't have Impossible Burgers other than some occasional restaurant. Can you fix that? i.e. tell the European Parliament that you could surround the GMO field with fields where you grow something different? Thanks. 1, 2, 3, Argonaut. Yeah, I'll get on that. I'll get on that right after I stop recording this video. Conventional. If you planned on doing another no alcohol video, I would love to see that. I really enjoyed your sobriety videos. I also enjoy you trying different recipes. Wow, look at this. We are aligned. Me and you all are aligned, it seems. How did you make doing this your full-time career, assuming it's that? How do you grow an audience large enough to sustain you? Also, I love your videos and am asking as someone who writes a newsletter and is trying to grow it. I hope the way I phrased this didn't come off as anything but lovingly curious. Oh my God, absolutely not. Extremely loving and extremely curious. BuzzFeed helped me a lot. I already had a presence on YouTube through BuzzFeed, and that gave me a huge head start, period. Okay, I'm back on a different camera, but in the same place, a little bit later in the day. We are not done yet, so I'm not gonna finish yet. Okay, Sant Czak 2. How do you like living in LA? I do like living in LA. I've been here for 6 years, and I like LA a lot. I like that LA has hiking. The thing I don't like about LA is A, The heat in the summer, not great, but I'll take it because the weather here is beautiful year round, although I do miss the fall on the East Coast. I don't like how far away it is from my family. That's my biggest issue with it. LA's a cool, like, mysterious Hollywood spot. Like, I get inspired here all the time, and it's beautiful. There's beautiful nature everywhere nearby. There's the beach, there's the mountains, you know. Woohoo, congrats, and thank you for all that you do. Here's to many more. Thank you, Sunny. Sunny5MA, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Here's to 5 more. What is your relationship status? Guten Morgen 2063. I'm single, baby. I'm single. Anyway, hope this was fun for y'all. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned something. Hope it was interesting. Maybe, but mostly just thank you so much for the opportunity to do this for a living. I know how lucky I am, and I don't take it for granted, and I love doing it. And I look forward to trying new stuff here. And please give me any ideas you want to see and anything that you want to see more of or whatever. Like the girls' dinner video came from a comment suggestion that I did for like your high protein meals that I tried. So shoot it. I read the comments. Let me know. But yeah, here's the 5 more. Thank you guys for making some of these dreams come true. More dreams are going to come true, but I'm always going to have my YouTube channel, and I'm always going to love cooking and yapping at you guys and trying new things and sharing my experiences. And I hope you continue to enjoy. So with that, I will bid you adieu, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao for now, and thanks.